Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 3 of the Iron Dominion Saga. Where we last left off, Sonic and Monkey Kong tried and failed to repel this menace, but they have learned some things such as Espio turning traitor. We also learned last issue that the Iron Queen is a techno-mage. In other words, she can control machines. Wonder if that'll come into play today. Our issue begins with 3 kids throwing stones at Monkey Kong and telling him to get lost. I can't help but wonder if there's something meta about this. The kids, by the way, are orphans Rosie Woodchuck looks after. They've appeared in the comics before. Sonic arrives and tells them to knock it off. The orphans explain they only did it because Kong was mean to Mina and her band, and the fact that Sonic himself attacked Kong. Sonic the role model, everyone. Kong tells the kids he's sorry and that he's apologized to the Forget-Me-Nots, off-panel of course, before leaving. Sonic thinks that Kong's behavior is oddly calm. Well, these are kids and it's bad form to go off on them. Sonic goes to Kong to simultaneously tease and praise his calm behavior, until he brings up the Monkey King prophecy. Then Kong loses it. I think Sonic's noogie earlier didn't help things. Kong rants that he wasn't nobility, that his whole life has been nothing but misery between turning into a cyborg and his homeland being ravaged by various threats, namely the 4 clans, Robotnik, and the Iron Dominion. The innocents in the area needed hope, so they slapped the Monkey King prophecy on Kong, and he has since let them down. Sonic offers some encouraging words, such as the fact the bad guys have not made their move yet. Oh Sonic, you just had to say that, didn't ya? Because it's at this point Nicole sounds the intruder alarm. Snively and the Iron Queen have arrived, and Nicole couldn't raise the shield due to network distortion. While Sonic's ready for action, Kong runs away like a coward. Okay. The Iron Queen and Snively are doing recon of their own. The Freedom Fighters waste no time going on the offensive, sending their 2 flyers to attack. Unfortunately, the heroes did not know about the Queen's Techno-Mage abilities. Yeah, Kong, you kind of failed to mention that to the Freedom Fighters. I mean, even Regina points this out. With Bunny's robo-limbs under her control, the Queen forces her to attack the others. Sonic arrives and directs Bunny to a containment area Nicole quickly rigged up. But that doesn't help as the Queen activates Bunny's arm cannon. Kong saves the Plot Orphans from the blast. I call them that because they plead to Monkey Kong to help Bunny, complete with tears I might add. Bunny's not looking so good. As the Queen notes, her robo-parts run off her life force, and it's implied here that she will kill Bunny by repeated usage of the mechanical parts without rest. That is, until Monkey Kong interferes. Sonic rushes the unconscious Bunny to Freedom HQ. Monkey Kong here tries to act brave in front of the Queen, unaware that Snively is sneaking up behind him, and as such, steals his Power Ring crown. That's a problem because even though the heroes are reshuffling, Amy seeking Tails to the hospital, and Vector and Mighty arrive at Sally's request, they're in for more hurt as the Iron Queen uses her power to take control of Monkey Kong. Again. And we end this part with this terrifying image. Oh dear. The backup story has Knuckles questioning why Espio would turn traitor, and why would he take this ninja stuff seriously. He's supposedly from Angel Island's Rainbow Valley. File that away for later. Sure enough, Espio arrives. This is awkward. He's under orders to steal the Master Emerald for the Iron Queen. Makes sense. Espio's familiar with the area and its inhabitants. Plus, the Master Emerald is a very powerful hunk of rock. Every villain wants a piece of that. There's some tension between the two as they have to follow their duties. Knuckles to the Master Emerald, and Espio to the Iron Dominion. As such, conflict breaks out. Despite Knuckles dodging kunai and ninja kicks, Espio gets the upper hand. This part ends with Espio holding Knuckles over the edge, kunai in hand. Let's start with the backup story. I don't have much to say here except it's obvious Espio's not going to kill Knuckles because he's got Sega plot armor. Actually, they both do, so no death for either. The art here is what's really helping this story. Pepper's work gives it a tense atmosphere combined with awkwardness. Both have jobs to do and will antagonize each other to complete it. I'm giving the backup story a 6. I have to emphasize again, the art really helps the story. Plus there's the fact that Knuckles might not know Espio as well as he thought. The main story shows Monkey Kong actually trying to be humble and recognizing his faults. Even his act of cowardice has some logic to it because if the Queen gets him, he'll get brainwashed, which by the way does happen. That's only due to him going back and helping Bunny, thanks to the pleas from the plot orphans, though he does lose points for not informing the freedom fighters about the Iron Queen's powers. Speaking of, I suspect it's the Queen radiating techno-magic energy that's interfering with Nicole's systems, hence why Nicole did not detect them until they were inside the city, and thus couldn't raise the shield in time. A flimsy excuse, I admit, but an excuse nonetheless. Queenie may have a sympathetic backstory, but she's downright sadistic. Using Bunny to attack the heroes is bad enough, but using her until she dies? Wow. It's her backstory that led her down this path. The world treated her badly, and now that she has real power, she's striking back. My opinion, of course. As noted in this issue, Bunny's 3 robo-limbs were affected, but she still had free will. Khan, on the other hand, is fully under the Queen's control due to the cybernetics running everywhere in his body. I mean, look at this panel from a past issue. Jeez. If you remember issue 60, or have at least seen my review of it, you know the Iron Queen brainwashed Khan before. He had generic brainwashed eyes then, while here, he's intimidating with the off-colored fur, blue circuitry, white hair streaks, and black and red eyes. Well done, Butler. Now I'm going to go off my memory, and I could be wrong, but I've read somewhere that they were originally going to use the brainwashed look from issue 60. Someone, possibly Butler, presented this, and they went for this design because look at it. It's both scary and awesome. Again, I'm going by memory with all this. I couldn't find anything to confirm it, but if I'm right or wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments below. Although, the different brainwashing looks does add fuel to my speculation from last issue, that the Iron Queen used other forms of magic to enhance her techno-mage abilities, or as an alternative. Remember, her old staff had power rings, and once broken, Monkey Kong snapped out of his brainwashing. Her new staff seems to amplify her techno-mage powers as noted by the tech on it, instead of rings. Now I've also read somewhere that Khan's brainwashing is due to anger. The reason he was able to resist, even for a little bit, is a combination of fear and trying to work on his temper. And this is without the power ring crown. My final score for this story is 7. We get to see how dangerous the Queen is, and she doesn't have her army with her. Plus, the heroes were caught off guard due to not knowing about her powers. Now they have to deal with a brainwashed and crazy Khan. We'll see that next time. Until then, have a good day and be safe. When I look at this, I'm reminded of He-Man turning Cringer into Battle Cat. Given Khan's cowardice earlier and his intimidating post-transformation look, I wonder if the powers that be had this idea in mind.